Does Chelsea only know how to play good against good teams? Jesus Christ. They've been completely outplaying all the best teams in the league and then dropping duds against teams like Nottingham Forest. Say what you want about them, but they've given us a lot of the most entertaining games of the year. Chelsea versus Arsenal was great. Tottenham versus Chelsea was even more wild. And then today's game was just incredible. Before I even do my weekly complaining about refs, we got to talk about the MVPs of this game. Sterling was out there spazzing. English Kim Kardashian been acting up all season. I knew BBL must have gave him superpowers. He was out there mixing Kyle Walker. Don't get me wrong, Walker ain't played bad overall, but against Sterling, he was grits and oatmeal. Sterling was doing him bad. Walker wasn't the only one getting cooked. Rodri was catching nutmegs left and right. Enzo did him bad early in the game, and then Sterling doubled back and fed him too. If I'm being honest, Sterling is probably Chelsea's MVP this season. He's been their most consistent player, even throughout their rough start early on. Conor Gallagher was also outstanding today. I know I'll be hating on him sometimes, but we're going to be fair today. No jokes. Jeremy Doku got put in solitary confinement on Rikers Island. Reece James was handling that boy. He must have thought he was still facing Bournemouth or something because he was trying all that bullshit and it was getting strapped like a patient at a psych ward. They gave him flashbacks to last month when he came on against us at the Emirates. This picture hilarious. He like, please leave me alone, bruh. Just harassing that poor man. Speaking of Reece, he was a force both offensively and defensively. When we're talking about best right backs in the league, he doesn't get nudged out of the conversation because of his skill. It's just the health issues, bruh. Today proved why he's elite when he's healthy. Chelsea's defense overall didn't even play bad despite conceding 4 goals. Everybody back there had their moments of brilliance. There was that one play where Cucurella locked up Haaland. Both of the wings were pretty well taken care of. You would think in a game where so many goals were scored, the defensive performance was bad, but it really wasn't. Desasi had his moments. Silva was great today too. That unlucky deflection killed him though. I know it did. Okay, it's been like a minute or two. I've held it in long enough. I'm about to do some referee complaining. If you're tired of me whining about refs, cover your ears. This is going to take a while. What the actual fuck was that penalty? Oh my God, that gotta be the softest shit I've ever seen. Like, for real. How does City keep getting these same weak-ass calls week after week? A couple weeks ago, it was a soft-ass call for Haaland against United, but at least that one was somewhat debatable. This one was just straight ass. Haaland literally fouls Cucurella first. He grabs his shirt and yanks him. Then after that, when he sees that Silva is obviously getting to the ball before him, he just gives up and flops. You too big to be doing all that, bruh. He think he Joel Embiid. Cucurella is 5'8", 150. Be so for real right now. I swear, City's the only team that only benefits from these VAR decisions. Everyone else in the Big Six has got some bullshit calls for them and some bullshit calls against them. City seems to get them damn near every big game, and it's getting more obvious. Against Arsenal, Kovacic should have been sent off. Against United and Chelsea, they get free pens. To be fair, they probably bulldoze United anyway because United is fucking dreadful, but Chelsea was grilling them up until that ridiculous penalty. That shit completely killed the momentum. Even later on, they missed a blatant handball on Walker not far from the box. This dude tried to hide his hands, bro. We all seen that. Well, all of us except the refs, apparently. It was still a great game, though. Weasley got himself another penalty. He finna be the only player to ever hit 15 goals with all penalties. It was a deserved penalty, though. They tried to murder Broya in the box. That motherfucker got hit with 3 slide tackles from every direction. They wanted him dead. I don't know what case Diaz was trying to make to the ref. It's done up, bro. We seen that replay. Now, I'm not one of those tap-in complainers, but I'm not going to lie, Haaland's goal was funny as shit. That was the most tap-in of all time. He literally scored with his dick, bruh. Nicholas Jackson scored too after doing literally nothing for like an hour. I don't want to hear nothing about Haaland ghosting and then scoring a tap-in because he was actually doing something at least. Jackson was quiet as a mouse. I still don't think he's that good. Even his goal today wasn't that good. It literally fell into his lap. I do think he can improve with a player like Nkunku playing next to or behind him, though. Speaking of Nkunku, Chelsea have outplayed the 3 top teams in the league without him. They literally raw dog good teams and then shit the bed against mid-ass clubs. They somehow fumble every time, too. They outplayed every team in the top 3 right now, and each one of those games ended in a draw. Watch them cook the shit out of Newcastle, Brighton, and United, then go to Goodison Park and get monkey fucked by Everton. The team is definitely headed in the right direction, though. This was supposed to be the toughest part of their schedule, and they've got points in both games so far. I still think they only win one of the next 3, but the way things are going, they're in a better position than I expected them to be by the time Nkunku's return started getting close. I won't lie, I'm starting to root for them a little bit in these big games. It's fun to watch them try to climb back up the table. They're way off from the top, so I'm not really concerned about them threatening us. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Liverpool and City are going head-to-head in a couple weeks, which is great news for us because if we win, there's a high chance we get past one of them on the table, depending on the outcome. I'm hoping for a Liverpool win, not going to lie. City is a bigger threat in the long run. It was a great weekend of football. The international break is coming up, so the Prem will be off for a little while, but what a tighter race this is going to be.